We are in the Governor's Palace Kitchen. This was the finest kitchen in Virginia 200 years ago and a real showplace for the culinary arts.
The folks who are going to be hiring cooks in this period are really going to be your top 5%, the gentry. If you're the governor, he would have his own personal trained cook from either France or England with a 7-year apprenticeship, but everyone else in that top 5% are going to have all highly skilled enslaved folks doing the cooking. But really, it's going to be mom at home having a big one-pot meal.
That's 95% of us. So we're looking at stew and bread mostly. Whatever you grow, whatever you can catch, or whatever swims, whatever flies, will go into that one pot.
For your gentry households, the folks who are doing the professional cooking would have been focusing mostly in French and English culinary art. And while there is not a whole lot that the English give the French credit for in the 18th century, they do concede that the French know how to do food better than pretty much everyone else.
The scullery is where all of the nitty-gritty work happens. We're gonna wash dishes, you scale and gut the fish, pluck the feathers from the chicken, and get everything prepped for the cooks next door in the kitchen.
Gentry people were eating a lot of different kinds of meat, vegetables, lots of side dishes. And when I mean side dishes, I mean apple pie, cheesecake, pound cake, rice pudding.
The food's delicious.
Bread pudding, fruit pie, sugar biscuits.
Many of us would enjoy it very much today, just as they did 200 years ago.
And they're on your first 2 courses and not your dessert. Everybody gets their sugar fix from this century.
Each of these wealthy households, and even your average families 250 years ago, would have a kitchen garden connected to their household. Here in Virginia, we are very fortunate to have 3 growing seasons. The vegetables grown in the spring will be slightly different than the vegetables grown here in the summer, as well as in the fall and the winter seasons. Our ingredients will also be coming from market. For the governor's household, the folks that will typically be going to market every day after breakfast will consist of the professional head cook. He will also take with him at least 1, if not 2 or 3 of the enslaved men and women working in the kitchen staff to be able to accompany him and bring goods home.
Probably 80% of what we're eating on this table came from about a 10-mile radius of the palace, but we're bringing spices in from India, we're bringing sugar and spices from the Caribbean, salt cod from New England. Anywhere in the English Empire, we can get those goods here in Virginia. During the 18th century, we see a big boom in cookbook publishing. From 1701 to 1799, over 860 cookbooks were published in England.
A lot of people think how bland it is, how it wouldn't taste good, but when they come into here and we're actually cooking, you will be surprised the reaction we get. The comment is, where can we taste this food? But we can't give them any.
By preserving the 18th century recipes and the cooking skills, we can really immerse ourselves in the past in a way that few trades can offer. We can taste it, we can smell it, we can feel it, and it really gives us a chance to put ourselves at the table of our 18th century ancestors.